During the preseason, I did my video on the 3-1-6 system, Erik Ten Hag's tactics and what he's going to be using this year. We used it against Wolves. It didn't work very well. There were problems. What I'm going to do in this video is explain to you exactly what those problems were. And also what I think are the solutions to those problems. So we can speak about what we saw against Wolves and what we hope to take into the Spurs game and every game going forward. If you learned something by the end of this video, please consider subscribing. And if you can, drop a like on the video. It will make the world of difference. Let's dive into this one because it's important. All right. The 3 points was all good against Wolves. Clean sheet, good. All right. But anybody who watched the game understood that United didn't have the control that Ten Hag wanted. And in terms of problems, we start at the absolute basics here. They made more dribbles than us. They lost the ball. Well, we basically lost the ball the same amount of times. But look at the duels one. That's the big one. They won 30 more duels than we did. They won more tackles, more interceptions. Wolves physically seemed better prepared. That's a slight worry. But in terms of aggression and strength, Man United were aggressive, no doubt. But we didn't do it correctly. And it's that duels one there. That's the biggest one for me. 76 duels to 46. Manchester United, if we play the way that Ten Hag wants us to be playing this season, we have to be better at that. And we are going to play a certain way this season, all right? I've explained it in the video earlier this summer in pre-season, the 3-1-6 in possession. That's when one of the fullbacks goes up, the other fullback tucks in. Look, we can see here from the starting, this is the starting 11 against Wolves. The starting position, let's go full screen there. We can see you've got, obviously, this is from kickoff, right? Varane Martinez there, Wan-Bissaka there, and Shaw. What would happen would be 1, 2, 3. Shaw would then move forward into these positions, and then you would create the overloads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you've got Casemiro as the isolated number 1. That's what Ten Hag wants this team to be doing this season, right? That's what he's working towards. But there were problems against Wolves. I'm going to run through all of them now. Because Casemiro was Casemiro the only problem? No, he was not. Was he a problem? Yes, he was. Let me show you and explain here with an example. So this is Manchester United in the build-up, right? This is Varane on the ball here. You've got Wan-Bissaka. You can't see him, actually. Let's go over there. You've got Wan-Bissaka down there, and you've got Martinez over there. There's your 3. Where's your 1? Casemiro. Where is Casemiro? Is that Casemiro there? I think that might be Casemiro there. Either way, positionally, he wasn't smart against Wolves and found himself isolated. And Wolves, to their credit, set up to exploit that. Here's an example, right? Let's go full screen. You've got Casemiro. Look where he is. The ball is over here. Wolves know full well, right? They can do this. Look at this. 1 second there. Look at this space there, right? Wolves know that they can exploit that. And they do exploit that. And this happened on more than one occasion. And it was a problem. Casemiro, the ball passes him. Casemiro now is chasing the ball, right? Casemiro all of a sudden is out of position. Casemiro is hounding down on his man, goes to ground, misses the ball. Martinez equally as aggressive. That's what I mean. Manchester United were aggressive against Wolves. We just weren't very good at it. So Casemiro has missed his tackle. He's now behind him. Martinez has mistimed his, and that's not really what Martinez normally does. So he was a little bit off there. And Wolves run into space. And look at all that space they have there. All of a sudden, run-of-the-mill there, run-of-the-mill there, run-of-the-mill. They can do what they want. They create an opportunity out of it. Luckily, they didn't score. Luckily, their attack was pretty much as ineffective as Manchester United's attack was last season. But Casemiro being out of position was an issue. However, I have to credit 2 more things here on the Casemiro situation. I have to credit Wolves for how much they sort of stacked this midfield. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really stacked that midfield there, right? You can't see the circle because it's white. But Bruno and Mount, they left Casemiro too isolated. So one solution to this for the next game is for them to make sure that they don't just stick up there as strikers. I know that Ten Hag wants his 2 aggressive number 8s, but Casemiro doesn't have the physicality to play that position on his own across the course of the season. And that's why I think another solution is Amrabat. I know that we keep talking about Amrabat as like an understudy to Casemiro. But truth be told, there's going to be games this season. If we do sign Amrabat, well, he will be the first choice. He will be the better choice than Casemiro. Casemiro is going to have a tough season. Physically, he doesn't have that acceleration and pace to cover the space that Ten Hag's 3-1-6 system will leave. So teams will try and exploit that. And that, I think, is where Amrabat is going to be better served to start over Casemiro. And sometimes you play Casemiro and Amrabat together to really give you solidity in the midfield, and you just have Mount going to the bench as a sub. That's one solution and one problem that needs to be fixed. But there were other problems. And the other problem, I think the big problem, was in attack. Let's speak about this. This is an example from the game as well, right? You've got Antony with the ball here on the edge of the box. One thing I want to point out again, going back to what I was saying about Casemiro and positional discipline, what are you doing over there, man? This dude gets excited. He is going forward there. I don't really know what he's doing. Casemiro over there, shouting for the ball, but the ball's been lost. A really stupid pass from Antony. Really bad decision-making from United's attackers. And all of a sudden, United are on the back foot. We're in the defensive transition. And Casemiro is further forward than Bruno and Antony. He's actually further forward than Rashford as well. All of a sudden, United are chasing their own tails. Wolves, to their credit, their ball carriers were very good. I think it was Cunha, it was Lamina. Just runs through. Pace-wise, they seem to have us, which is a little bit of a worry. Fitness-wise, they seem to have us, which was a little bit of a worry. Runs straight through. Runs straight through. Luckily, the shot doesn't lead to anything. Manchester United's attackers, look at this, right? We lost possession in the attacking third 39 times against Wolves. 10 more than Chelsea did against Liverpool. The most out of any Premier League team this season. Our decision-making, Rashford, Antony, Garnacho, poor. Performances all poor, which put extra pressure on a midfield which was poor and exacerbated the issues. So you know how you attack as a team and you defend as a team? This is the perfect example of that. A solution to that, we've already bought him. Now, I'm not saying this is the complete solution, but Højlund up front and Rashford on the left, that attack's going to be so much better. Just Rashford through the middle. Nyeh. Don't like it. He doesn't like it. He clearly doesn't like it. Loves playing off the left. Højlund will add that aggression, the physicality, that's something that we're lacking up there. The ability to hold the ball, the ability to bring others into play. Højlund adds so much to this team, and I cannot wait to see him kick a ball for us, man. I'm not saying that he is the solution to everything, but you can see there that everybody else, Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, Antony, Sancho was probably the best of the four when he came on in the second half. They got to be better, but also he will add so much, and I can't wait to see him come in. So I think that Casemiro, he needs to improve, sure. Can Amrabat come in and offer a solution? Yeah, sure. But Bruno and Mount have got to close that space, and at the same time, our attackers have to be better, and Rasmus, he'll make a big difference. Because if you look at this example here, this is a good example of United on the transition. Onana with the ball out to Mount, it goes back to Casemiro, and this is where Casemiro is very good. His vision is excellent, and his execution of the vision. We know that Wolves are going to push high. A lovely little neat pass in behind. Antony's on the ball, makes a good run, makes a good decision, passes it back out to Rashford. It was a bit of a poor finish, though. A little bit wide. But that's how quickly United can make chances. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes from Onana to Rashford having a shot on target. In that first half, had our attackers been better, we would have made 2, 3, 4 golden opportunities, but we hadn't. So I don't think Ten Hag is panicking. I don't think you should either. However, there are problems, and they need to be fixed. Ten Hag's system here, one second, let me go there. That one's better, I think. Ten Hag's system here will leave this space a lot, right? So whether that's Casemiro maybe just dropping a little bit deeper, which he definitely should be. He shouldn't be that far up. Whether it's Mason Mount dropping in as well, or no, that's Mason Mount over there. That's Luke Shaw, I think. That's Garnacho, sorry. I don't know where Bruno is. Bruno's hiding up there. Everybody helping to come a little bit deeper. The transitions have got to be forward and backwards. So I'm not panicking about it, but yeah, there were problems. I've presented some solutions there. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've learned a thing or two, as I said, please drop a like on the video and subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the community. But I'm just like United last season. We started the season poorly against Brentford and Brighton, and we improved. I can see the system there. I can see its flaws and its weaknesses. I still think we can address some of that in the transfer window and with Højlund coming in. But everyone else just has to be better as well. And I think they all know that. And Ten Hag knows it too.